Hey everybody, it's WillBits! We're playing Professor Layton and the Last Spectre! Our story so far. As Layton and friends continue the investigation, they are threatened by a group of street thugs! Time is running out for the group if they want to discover the truth behind the Spectre. Chapter 8. Face to face with the Spectre. I can't believe, one, that the chief of police has to send thugs after us. Couldn't he have just sent the police? He's the chief of the police. Anyway, we need to work fast. Jakes has got it out for us.
We'll be ready if he tries to apprehend us.
We should be alright if we stay in well-populated areas. Right now, something else concerns me. Luke, who knows that you have been predicting the Spectre's appearances?
Just Doland. He promised he wouldn't mention me to the police.
I see. Well, young prophet, any idea when and where the Spectre will strike next?
No, not yet.
I have a prophecy. The next attack will be somewhere between Hyard Arch and the reservoir. Layton, you dog! Have you already figured this crap out? What are you doing, man?
You're a prophet now, too?
Haha, hardly. I simply deduced it from Luke's notes. When did you see those? Why didn't I get to see those?
My notes?
Yes, looking at the records you kept proved to be quite helpful. I now know that the Spectre never strikes the same building twice. It has appeared in the same area on more than one occasion, but it spreads out its attacks.
Of course, I hadn't realized that.
It's all right there. By looking at the patterns, one can deduce where the Spectre will appear next.
That's impressive, Professor.
We might just stay one step ahead of Jakes with this information. Let's head for Hyard Arch, unless Jakes is doing it. Did he? Well, he may have showed him, but I didn't get to see it.
Sounds good.
I want to deduce things. I'm a puzzle-solving hombre. Right? I imagine that'll be a thing at some point. Hi, Bucky. I don't want to go there. I don't want to talk to you, Bucky. I'd rather walk to see if I cannot spot mouses. Should I be talking to people?
Once upon a time, the entire planet was lavishly green. Verdant, the green life surrounded all creatures, even humans. We were totally green. But then humans cordoned off this lush bounty and separated themselves from it. Then we became this weird, like, pinky brown color. Yeah.
What you say is especially true of cities.
It is especially true. That's why I said it. That's also why I love Misthallery. Lush and green. Sometimes it's just all too much. The green of the trees, the green of the shrubs. I just want to rub all the green things. Open your eyes and see. Nothing can surpass the woven tapestry of nature's colors. Nothing!
Yes. Well, we really must get going, if you'll excuse us. Mido. Crazy. This is what I get for talking to people. I have to listen to crazy people talking about things that don't matter, and they don't even give me puzzles. Oh, but she had a puzzle. Okay, good. Alright, rewarded for this.
The hotel and hotelier's giant gashes in the wall. Good thing I got out of there. I shot the Tutenko to the weapon had I stayed.
Try solving a puzzle or two. It will focus your mind and calm you a bit. It's like drinking a Red Bull, but better.
That's not a bad idea. Hey, now that you mention it, here's what I meant to ask you about.
Ooh, okay. 27, this is one we must have missed from a while back. The 7 floating cottages shown below are connected by 12 small bridges, which has made this little retirement community quite the tourist attraction. A visiting couple has decided to paddle a boat out to one of the cottages and walk back to the mainland by crossing each bridge only once. Which cottage should they start at? Okay, so they have to go... Alright. Let's see. Crossing each bridge only once? Do they have to cross each bridge? Do they have to cross all the bridges? Or are they allowed to cross multiple bridges? Let's see. Let's work backwards. B, C, F, G, E, D. That would work pretty well. What's wrong with this? I think this is too easy. And let's try using all the bridges. If I do it that way, I get D. If I use every bridge. And I think that's important because of how many bridges each one of these things has. Because A has 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4 bridges. B has 1, 2 for 2 bridges. F has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6, 2, 4, 2, and 3. So I think you have to start there because it's the only one that you would need to go to more than once. Or that you would have to start at, because everything else you can leave and come out using the 2 bridges. So I think it's gotta be D. Please redraw your circle. Fine. Tapping it was insufficient.
Some puzzles must be met directly. No puzzle is without an answer.
Correct! The couple should paddle out to Cottage D to begin their jaunt back to land. By starting at a cottage with an odd number of bridges, you can cross them all on the way back in. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's the fish tank I was missing! Thank goodness. That was it, I remember now. Many thanks! I'm glad we could be of assistance. Well, now I want to go back and talk to people again. Since clearly I am occasionally missing things, even though occasionally it's also weird conversations. Okay, Bustlin' Burbs, and this should be easier than the ones we've done before. Let's hit go and see where it goes. No. We want that. Maybe? Oh, actually, do we want that? What does this do? I actually like that pretty good. Oh man, I ran out of time right there. Because otherwise it seems like this would work really well. Did you miss anything interesting? Only if you think puzzles are interesting. Which, no, not really. That'll work, that'll work. I just had to find the right one to make a slightly less inefficient path. Because I was pretty close before. Yep, now there, and... okay! Yeah, I mean, maybe messed him up. Alright! Alright, I'm gonna go back... I'm gonna talk to the pathetic other guy. Just because now I'm paranoid that I'm missing puzzles. Yeah, he has a puzzle. All of his puzzles have been awful.
The police around here can't spare a moment for an old man. Poor old man. I asked them if they could solve this puzzle, but what do? They just toss it aside. We're busy with the Spectre, they said. It's an insult to intelligence.
Okay. What do you got for me, man?
Can you work out the height of this lamppost just by looking at its shadow? The post next to the light has a height of 1 meter and casts a shadow 1.5 meters long.
You're making me do math? Okay, so... alright. So, if these are all measurements... which they seem to be, that this is a 3-foot long shadow, and this is a 2-foot long shadow. This should be some simple math, because, this is exactly twice as long as this. So this should really be equivalent to 2 feet, and this should be 2 feet. So really, this is literally a 2 plus 2 equals 4 foot post, if it's going to work that way. So they're literally giving us 2 plus 2 equals 4 on puzzle 69.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
At this point, we've had so many hard ones that I have to just be like, is this harder than I think it is? Because sometimes it is. Like with that crappy bridge puzzle. Lanky lamppost.
You'd think the police would help a frail old man, not rush up to find some boogeyman who doesn't exist but's definitely destroying things. What's the world coming to these days, and can you tell me that?
Alas, I cannot. All right, we're gonna keep going to High Yard. Mouse badge, yeah. I don't know what to do with these still, but I got it. All right, this is the arch.
It looks like your prediction is correct, Mr. Layton. Why do you say that, Luke? The Spectre will appear tonight.
Really? Please, go on.
Will someone please tell me what is going on? It's the water level. The water level? What about it? I should tell you something, Mr. Layton. Of course, by now you know that I'm not some supernatural oracle. I've been able to predict when and where the Spectre would appear because of one simple thing. I first noticed the water levels in the canal by chance. I was walking through town, whistling a happy tune, on a day just like any other, when I noticed the low water level in this one area. Then later that night, the Spectre appeared. It appeared where the water level had fallen below normal. I thought it might have been a coincidence, but I started tracking the water levels just in case. After that, it was clear that there was a definite correlation. Whenever the water level fell, that meant the Spectre would attack there that night. You came up with that all by yourself, Luke. Wow.
I wonder if the Spectre somehow needs water to appear.
Wait a second. Luke, why didn't you tell us this earlier? This could have been very helpful information, you little brat. It's just, I didn't know if I could trust you, or Mr. Layton. Anything else you're holding back? Like maybe where the Spectre likes to hang out after work? What its favorite food is? Anyone it might be dating? And wait another second. How were you tracking water levels across town if you barely left your room? I had help from my friend here. Say hi to Toppy.
Toppy?
Luke, why do you have a mouse in your pocket? I told you he's my friend. I can't understand everything he says, but I can understand enough.
You can understand any of it?
So you can talk to mice? Professor, this reminds me of a puzzle from an insane asylum. I don't understand it any more than you do, Emmy.
Well, we have seen stranger things since we arrived here. So, Luke, the Spectre will appear tonight.
Yes, my theory's correct. Professor, are you sure about this? I mean, really?
Let us see if Luke's theory holds water, so to speak. Haha.
Should we tell Dolan so he can alert the police?
Actually, no. Let's evacuate the residence on our own this time.
What? Why, Mr. Layton?
Because we don't trust the police! We don't want the police involved anymore. We are going to set a little trap for the Spectre.
We are? What are we going to do?
We're going to set out a Krabby Patty.
What are you thinking, Mr. Layton?
We're going to have a final showdown with this Spectre.
How are we going to do that?
First, we'll evacuate the residence. Then we'll visit the black market. Luke foretells. So we've got that. We've got one mystery we haven't even seen yet, but... Oh. This again.
We got a bit of a problem.
Oh, it's different now.
I assume you're referring to one Herschel Layton? I must decide on a plan of action for when he finds out. And he will find out.
You already know about this guy.
Yeah, this what?
I do. Fate is so interesting sometimes.
What the what?
Professor, how are we going to tell everyone in the area to evacuate without the help of the police?
Luke, do you know anyone who could take swift control of an operation like this? Someone who could muscle in?
I bet Grepe would do it. He loves ordering people around.
Oh yeah, that guy is scary. He's crazy. We trust Grepe? I don't trust Grepe. He's the one who's been rebuilding everything.
If Grepe told people to leave, they would definitely listen to him. He's probably still complaining over at Paddy's place.
Splendid. Maybe we can pull him away from that long enough for his help with the residents.
Off to Paddy's place. I can't wait to see another one of his specials. And by see, I mean eat.
Because they are ugly, but delicious. Ah, Toppy's secret. Well, let's look at that before we head over to Paddy's. Because that sounds adorable.
Did you see that, Professor?
Ah, yes. It appears that even the smallest of creatures in Misthallery use this bridge. It's been this mouse the whole time.
I'm gonna go see Luke.
Is that it?
Hey, boss, there's some guy in a top hat. He looks like a real loser. You better check it out. There's a guy. What is it, Toppy? Is the Spectre going to appear again tonight? Nah, well, maybe. I mean, yeah, but... Can you tell me the location? Yeah, over there, by the hotel. That's where that you ain't gonna hang out. North Ellie, Great Ellie Street. I understand. Thank you, Toppy. What? You followed some people all the way to my house? What people? Who were they? There's like this guy, then this other lady. Oh man, she's pretty cute, and he looks kind of like a log wearing a hat. A man with a top hat and a woman in a yellow coat. Yep, that's what I said. I wonder if it could be. Someone's here. Quick, Toppy, hide. Get in my pocket for the rest of the game. It won't be awkward. Ah, not again. Awkward.
Luke, my name is Herschel Layton. I'm a friend of your father's. Could we talk for a moment? We've heard about the mouse.
No, it's really him. Certainly. But first you have to solve my door puzzle, and not because I'm finding somewhere to put a mouse, and I'm stalling for time.
That's adorable. So, okay, Toppy gives us mouse badges. That's great news. I don't know what they're for still, but I'm at least glad to know that there's some kind of logic behind getting them. Alright. Let's head towards... Oh, speaking of mouse badges. Yeah! We still know what to do with them. But 9 seems like a lot. Can Clark talk to animals too? Because that sounds amazing. Mouse badge? Yeah! Yeah! I got 10! How many mouse badges do I need before that matters? You have anything for me, Hairman? Tapping me every time you come by is quite forward indeed. But of course I respect when one is forthright enough to be true to one's desires. Tap away then! Let us be bound by our love of puzzles! We will all be bound by our love. Thank you. We should go. I was hoping you would have puzzles and not some creepy thing. Okay. Ah, Grepe has a puzzle. Mr. Grepe, sir, might I have a word with you?
You again. Stop wasting my time. Did Triton put you up to this? You tell him I will not be made a fool. Good day, sir.
Mr. Grepe, please. I'm here investigating the Spectre. According to Luke, it will make another appearance tonight.
Are you telling me that the one predicting the Spectre's appearances is Triton's boy? Well, I suppose that is of no consequence if he is indeed right. He's been accurate before, yes?
I'm afraid so, Mr. Grepe. Tonight the Spectre will appear at High Yard Arch. The police are very busy with all sorts of matters, and we must evacuate the area. You're well respected in town. People will listen to you. Will you help us move everyone to safety?
Don't you patronize me. I know when I'm being manipulated. I wrote the book on manipulating people. I will manipulate you right now. I have no reason to help you. Save that. The townspeople will be in danger if I don't help you. I despise moral dilemmas. Very well. I shan't put my pride before the safety of the people. They had better remember this, especially in the next electoral cycle.
I'll help you. But what do you expect me to do? Am I to go door to door yelling at people? I certainly hope not. With your help, we can devise a plan.
Let me call in some favors. I'll get a few others to help us.
Via puzzle number 91. Evacuate! Worth 50 pickerats. Oh! You need to evacuate the neighborhood and fast. Luckily, you were able to recruit 9 friends to help you out. 2 whose voices carry for 3 squares. 3 whose voices carry for 2 squares. And 4 whose voices carry for 1 square. Where would you place each person so that the evacuation message reaches every square of the neighborhood? So they're just gonna stand in place and shout at the same time? Does it show up graphically? It does. That's great. Alright, so let's get the big boys out first, I think. Most likely. Because they don't spread that far along these different paths. Actually. Man, this guy cannot yell very loud at all, but like that looks pretty good. So does it have to get like even this, like, do I have to get even this little corner in here? Or do I just have to get all of the houses covered? Is the question. Is that it?
This took some creative
That works.
thinking.
Okay.
A gentleman leaves no puzzle undone.
I did indeed have to cover all of the streets, but don't sirens lure people to their death? Only if they're the creatures. That's not the way I did it! But whatever. There's more than one solution. Placing the people should involve just one way to get the evacuation message out to the entire neighborhoods. Can you work out the other methods? I did one of them. Does anybody go through and find, like, every possible solution? I don't think that's necessary. Oh, and a new fish tank! Oh, I'm gonna find all the hint coins now.
Let's get going. We're burning daylight. I know how to deal with these folks. You let me handle them.
Thank you, sir. We will continue our investigation, then. How you doing? How you doing there, Patty?
Welcome. How about a quick bite? Our food's 100% Spectre-free. Guaranteed. You will not eat any Spectres.
Are you too hungry?
Well, we haven't had much to eat since we started the investigation.
Perhaps it's time for a quick bite.
Wonderful. I'll get some menus.
Emmy, this is delicious. Here, try mine.
You two might want to slow down. Your food isn't going anywhere.
Oh, chomp nom nom. Nom nom nom.
Slurp nom nom.
Neither of you can hear me, can you? You're eating a lot. Okay, alright. Grippe is now in charge of something.
Mr. Layton, what do you have in mind for this showdown with the Spectre?
It is time we determine the true nature of the Spectre.
The true nature of the Spectre?
And we need a trap to do that. A trap that uses the whole town.
Can we do that?
Not alone we can't. We will need the help of several people.
But if we're not going to ask the police for help?
What about the Black Ravens?
That's a great idea, Professor.
Let's head to the black market and find Crow. Okay. Black market. Also, I love that the mouse is in our party now. You can see him kind of bobbing along with everybody else. Oh wait, what am I thinking about? We got a fish puzzle and I haven't done it yet. We're getting so close to these fish. Alright. The twisting, turning pipes in this topsy-turvy tank are all connected, apparently. Using the coins as a guide, place up to 7 bubbles where you would like. Wow. We only have 6 seconds this time, though. Okay, there are more bubbles than usual here. I actually like going this way immediately. Let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, that feels good. This would be why they gave us so many bubbles. I actually think it's this. Turn around, pop, 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 pop. Oh no! This one was in the wrong place. Oh, and we need one right here to get the final bubble. The final coin. Yeah! Yeah! That was fun! I like that one. That was easier than a couple of the other ones we've had. What did I get in the collection that I haven't seen? The Dirty Cape. Huh. Alright. I feel like we're making good progress. Hello, what are you doing here, Mr. Policeman?
Whoa, 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 look at that! Finally, someone who's clearly serious about mouse badges.
Yes?
I think you're ready to help me out full time.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't be very good at closing down streets or evacuating people. We're definitely not doing that right now.
You got it all wrong. I was just doing that for a little while. I'm an amateur fish door closer. My true calling is fighting the tiny specters that threaten this town. The 4-legged ones.
What? There are more specters with 4 legs? Are you a rat catcher?
That's right. Getting rid of these tiny specters, or mice, as some call them, is my true calling.
Wait, you're not talking about actual specters, just mice?
Just mice? How dare you! On a town with as many canals as ours, mice are just as damaging as any spectre.
Oh, I did not know that.
Well, now you do. Now that you see the gravity of the situation, you can help me in my quest to rid us of the mice. You just need to tap any mice you see pop out into the open.
Oh.
You get points depending on the type of mouse you touch. But if you tap Toppy, you will lose points, so be careful. He's the only good mouse in town.
Oh, this is not a puzzle. This is an action game. Play a little mouse alley? Okay. So not tapping the gray mouse, but everything else. Alright. Oh, it's whack-a-mole. I'm missing, apparently. Alright, got a gold one. Yeah. The silver mouse looks a lot like Toppy. Alright. I feel like that was good. Your Mouse Alley rank has gone up. What's my rank? Farmer's wife. Is that my rank? Is that good? 3 blind mice, see how they run? They all chase after the farmer's wife? Or is that a cobbler's wife? Who chopped off their tails with a carving knife? Did you ever see such a sight in your life? As 3 blind mice. Bucky, what are you doing here?
Bucky, what are you doing here?
Now that's a silly question. Where there's boats, there's Bucky.
Taking a boat from way up here would be unthinkable, Bucky.
The word unthinkable is not in Bucky's dictionary, and it shouldn't be in yours either. If you want to ride, Bucky has some great boats here. Alright, Boat Pier 7, no. Number 4 we have here. Okay, Bucky. The Winter Soldier.